Let me hit you with a question right off the bat. Have you ever realized how we swear up and down we're gonna change, and then boom? Weeks later, we're stuck in the same damn rut. In Buddhism, this isn't some epic fail in discipline. It's more like a colossal misunderstanding of the mind. Today, we're diving into the idea that change isn't about wrestling with it, but rather throwing it a welcome party.
And what if I told you that changing habits didn't have to come with a side of suffering, guilt, or that nasty self-blame? What if turning your habits around could actually be a radical act of self-love? Stick around, because today's episode is poised to shake up everything. You thought you knew about transforming your life?
Welcome to Ruang Kesadaran, your go-to sanctuary where we unpack life, the mind, and wisdom through the lens of Buddhist awareness. I'm your host, Prajna, and, as always, my amazing co-host Metta is right here with me.
Before we jump into the juicy stuff, take a deep breath with us and, hey, if this space speaks to you, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and share this episode with someone who's on a mission to kick a habit to the curb.
And if you're tuning in on YouTube, do us a solid and hit that like button and turn on those notifications.
We want this little corner of calm to reach as many people as possible.
Today, we're diving into habit change with 4 ridiculously simple yet profoundly deep steps that are totally in sync with Buddhist wisdom.
These 4 steps might sound like they just popped out of a modern self-help book. Make it obvious. Attractive, easy, and satisfying, but hold on to your hats.
Because they're actually echoing the Buddha's timeless insights on craving, attention, and the wild ride of the conditioned mind.
And here's the kicker. Real habit change isn't about leveling up to some mythical, better version of yourself.
It's all about seeing clearly how those pesky habits come into being, and how they eventually fade away.
So, let's kick things off at the root of all habits, not with action, but with that, a so important awareness.
You see, most of our habits are sneaky little ninjas. We scroll, snack, react, and chat without even thinking about it.
In Buddhism, anything that flies under the radar can't be liberated because we don't even know it's lurking.
This is where mindfulness struts in, not just as some meditative practice, but as a powerful revelation.
When a habit becomes crystal clear, it loses a hefty chunk of its power. Make it obvious is all about sati mindfulness.
The Buddha taught that suffering sticks around because we're acting like zombies.
When you slap a label on a habit, oh snap, this is craving. You've already started to break the cycle.
Here's a real-world example. Instead of saying, I'm terrible at discipline, try this on for size. I notice I reach for my phone when boredom strikes. That's not judgment, that's wisdom. Awareness kicks shame to the curb.
But wait, here's the twist. Noticing doesn't mean you have to stop right away.
Buddhism teaches that awareness itself is a game changer.
You don't have to wrestle with your mind, you just need to shine a light on it.
And once you see a habit in all its glory, compassion naturally flows in.
You stop battling yourself and start understanding who you really are. Tonight, give this a whirl. Jot down one habit without slapping a judgment sticker on it. Just observe it like a monk, chilling under a tree, watching clouds drift by.
If this perspective resonates, share this episode and let's spread the freedom. Once we gain that clarity, the next burning question is, why the hell do we keep going back to the same old habits?
Habits stick around because they promise a sweet escape, pleasure, or relief.
Buddhism never shies away from desire, it dives deep into understanding it.
And when we get a grip on desire, we can redirect it instead of shoving it down.
Make it attractive means linking a habit with pure joy.
The Buddha talked about chanda, healthy motivation that springs from wisdom, not just craving.
For instance, instead of forcing yourself to meditate because it's on your to-do list, why not connect it with feelings of peace, kindness, and gentleness?
You're not punishing your mind, you're inviting it to the party.
Here's another twist. What we think is attractive is often just a borrowed idea from society.
True attractiveness is what reduces suffering, not what cranks up the stimulation.
When a habit resonates with meaning, your heart will naturally gravitate toward it.
That's how desire morphs into genuine devotion.
Ask yourself today, what uplifting feeling can I pair with a good habit? Drop your reflections in the comments, or share this episode with a friend who's on the same journey.
When the heart's ready, the body still wonders, how tough is this going to be?
If a habit feels like a constant uphill battle, it's not going to stick.
The Buddha taught the middle way, not extremes. And let's be clear, ease is not laziness. It's wisdom in action. Make it easy by slashing through the friction.
One mindful breath is way better than an hour of procrastination. This is what Buddhism calls skillful means.
Put your meditation cushions where you can't ignore them. Prep healthy snacks ahead of time. Let your surroundings cheer you on.
We often overestimate our willpower and underestimate the conditions around us. Buddhism teaches that the mind depends on causes. So, let's set the stage.
When the path is smooth, consistency becomes second nature. And that consistency, it reshapes your karma.
Pick one habit today and make it 50% easier. If this resonates, give this episode a thumbs up and help others find their way to ease. And finally, the mind can't help but ask, why keep going?
Without joy, practice turns into a chore.
Without satisfaction, those habits will fizzle out.
The Buddha emphasized painting wholesome joy as the fuel for your journey.
Make those habits satisfying by celebrating your progress. A nod, a grin, a moment of gratitude. This isn't about ego, it's about recognizing your hard work.
Joy locks that habit into your heart. The real prize isn't the outcome, it's the reduction of that inner chaos.
When habits bring peace instead of pressure, they stop being mere habits and transform into a way of living. Celebrate one tiny win today.
If this episode sparks something in you, share it far and wide.
Changing habits isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about understanding the beautiful mess that is you.
And when that understanding deepens, change unfolds naturally.
As we come to the end of this conversation, there's nothing you need to take with you. No conclusion to hold on to, no idea to defend.
If anything, perhaps this is an invitation to leave a little lighter, less certain, but more present.
The world will continue to move quickly. Thoughts will arise. Emotions will follow. That's not a problem, it's the nature of experience.
What matters is remembering that, even in the midst of it all, there is always a place to pause, to feel, to return.
Awareness doesn't ask us to escape life. It asks us to meet it moment by moment.
So, as you go back to whatever comes next, see if you can carry just one thing with you.
Not an answer, but a quality of attention.
Not control, but kindness toward your own experience.
Thank you for sharing this time with us.
Thank you for practicing presence right where you are.
Until next time. This has been Ruang Kesadaran.